Hey YouTube, it's your girl Jasmine Marie, and today I am here to talk about episode 6 of Porsha Family Matters. And yo, I'm so disgusted. I am so disgusted and disappointed at Miss Porsha Peach Juice, as Rodney the Voice would say, Peach Juice. Y'all, so let's just go ahead and jump right into this episode because I have a lot to say. So the episode, I didn't even take notes. And you know what? I didn't post a video last week for episode 5 because I didn't watch it the day it came out. And by the time I watched it, I think I watched it like 3 days later because I hadn't forgot about it, I think, or something. So when I thought about it and let me watch it, I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to really do a review on it because now it's almost the new episode is getting ready to come out. Anyway, so yesterday, episode 6 came out and I watched it, and I watched it this morning. And they picked up where they left off on episode 5, which was they were in Mexico. They were at the dinner table having dinner. And it was in the process of Porsha telling Dennis and his mom to leave, basically. All right, security, y'all got to go. Y'all need to leave type of thing or whatever. Being disrespectful. I always say, I have a conversation often with one of my sisters. And I always say, no matter how bad things get, I'm never getting disrespect with somebody's mom. And by somebody, I mean my significant other, my friend. I'm just never going to disrespect anyone's mother. I don't care. Now, I may talk to you like shit or I may treat you like shit, but I'm not going there with your mama. Because guess what? I got a mama, okay? And before I take it there with your mama, my mama and your mama can go at it about whatever needs to go at it. But I'm not going at it with nobody mama. And, honestly, in this case, I just feel like Mama Gina is just doing what she feels is protecting her son. You got 10, 15 people there who are team Porsha side. And, you just don't want to hear that shit. And she's one of those ladies, she's an older lady. So, and it's her son. And I always say how women feel about their sons is just so different than how they treat their daughters and whatnot. So she just has a soft spot for her son. And I would assume Dennis is probably the only child or whatever. I don't know that to be true, but I'm going to assume so just because of the strong relationship that they have. So she's just sticking up for her son. No different than what anybody else parent would do for them. I don't believe that Miss Diane wouldn't do that for Porsha. I don't believe Lauren mama wouldn't do that for her. Just doing what any parent would do, because I do it for both of my children. I go up for my kids, okay? Ask my daughter. But no. So, yeah, Porsha is basically telling them to get out. She's being disrespectful. And then she's then I don't even, to be honest, I watched it, but I still, for the life of me, don't understand how the fight broke out. From the looks of it, okay, yes, we only saw probably 30 seconds or 60 seconds of a whole big old brawl because they edited it down. But it just looks like, I feel like Porsha started the fight to begin with, because I feel like when Dennis and his mom left the table, which I don't remember if Dennis and his mom left first or if Porsha left first, because Porsha screamed, security! And then she was like, y'all need to go. So I thought I remember at that point, Dennis told his mom, let's go, and they got her to leave. But now that I think about it, I think Porsha, she yelled, security, and it was she got up to pretend like she was going to go look for security to have them escorted out. And I think that's when Dennis and his mom got up. Either way, I feel like Porsha started it because, Porsha, I get that you're mad that they're bringing up old stuff. But to be honest, they weren't really bringing up old stuff. Porsha asked a question. So on episode 5, Porsha asked a question what were you guys talking about on the tequila thing? And they were just talking about what they were talking about. And Porsha used the excuse, when she was talking to her mom, she used the excuse they were talking about a time in my life that, really hurt me and blah, blah, blah. So it triggered me, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like she used that as an excuse, but I feel like she already just was mad at other things. I think we as the viewers, we already know that she was mad that Dennis bought a date. And she was, we just, as the viewers, we do feel like, she still has some type of feeling toward Dennis. So I think she was just already mad by the time they actually got to dinner. And then, that was just a reason to pop off even further. So anyways, Porsha pops off. And I just feel like no matter what the situation was, I feel like Porsha took it overboard. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, well, Dennis didn't hit Storm, because although I didn't see Dennis hit Storm on the thing, there's so many different stories that I just really don't know. I would have to see all of the footage unedited, to be honest, to make a decision. I think if Dennis did hit Storm, I don't think it was intentional or malice. I think it was a situation where too many people were just around and people were swinging and ducking and dodging the plates that Porsha were throwing, because she's standing up on furniture, throwing plates. Like, what's wrong with you, girl? Why are you throwing plates? Like, and, I feel like, I don't know, and, it just was a lot of commotion. So if he did hit her, I personally don't feel it was intentional. Not to say that it wasn't intentional. I don't know. But in just what I believe that if he did hit that little girl, that it was not intentional, and that it just was too many people, too many things being swung, too many tusslings. And, if somebody pulling and tussling you, you like, get off of me or whatever. Or, we don't even know if she really grabbed him. I don't know the case. I'm not here to place the blame on Storm. I'm not here to place the blame on Dennis. I'm just going to say it was a lot going on. And I just think Porsha overdid it. Like, throwing the plates, I don't know if that was a broom or what that was. It, like, trying to, like, who were you trying to hit? Sis. I don't know if she was trying to get Dennis or, like, what the fuck. But, yo, it was too much. So, so the show goes on after the big brawl, basically. And the next day they're getting on the bus. And for whatever reason, she says she didn't invite Simon because she thought it was a girls only plus dom type of thing. And of course, before they went on it, the producers put up this like little disclaimer, like Porsha told all her family not to speak about the incidents that happened from last night. So they all come on the trip, and I don't know why she would have done that. She made an Instagram post that said that she did that to protect Dennis. I don't believe she did it to protect Dennis. I believe she did it to protect herself, because I believe she's a person who's all for herself. And I just want to say that, like, after this episode, it just confirms, and before I even make this next statement that I'm about to make, I'm just disappointed, because I actually was a fan of Porsha. Like, I really like Porsha. When Kenya and them used to, like, that season, I don't remember what season of Real Housewives of Atlanta it was, but I think it was like when they went to San Francisco and like nobody liked her. I felt so bad for her. Like, I really was supportive of, like, I liked her as a person. I've never purchased anything like her hair or her sheets or whatever. So I can't say I've supported her, or I've never got on a platform and vindicated anything that she's done. But I did like her because I liked her energy from what, after she got divorced on Real Housewives of Atlanta, I liked the person that she had become. Just like as far as the fun, outgoing, like, I liked that personality from her. But now, like, seeing her own show and just seeing what it appears that she's turned into, because it seems like she's turned into just like a self-absorbed, just a person that, like, I would never, like, somebody I wouldn't like. So I wanted to say that I did like her. But now, after watching her show and just seeing, like, how she is, like, I do not like her anymore. And I really wanted to read her book, The Pursuit of Porsha, but I don't even think I want to purchase it and support her. I don't even think I want to read it, because it's like, girl, she's the type of person where how she really acts is on TV. But then she get on Instagram and try to come with all these posts. Like, even when she did that fucked up post, oh, me and Fallon are not friends. Of course y'all aren't friends, because now you're with her husband. Simon's divorce is settled. She tries to play with her words. Settled, but not final. Okay, it's settled because they know they no longer want to be together, but it's not final because it's not signed off on. So it's like, okay, like you do all of this, you act the way you really are is probably how you act on that TV, and then you get on Instagram trying to, like, say all this stuff, to save face, and it's like, bitch, save it, like, just save it, okay? So anyway, so they go on the little thing nobody's talking about last night. It looked hella stupid, hella awkward. It was like the whole bus ride, whatever, wherever they went. Like, at this point, my ass is even over Mexico, okay? It said that Dennis and his mom and his guests, they left Cancun the next day, rightfully so, because I would have left too. There was no point of staying at that point. And then Porsha meets up with her mom, and her mom is talking to, I think, her sister who was on the trip. And it's like, Porsha, oh yeah, Portia's coming over here. We're going to talk about the trip. She won't tell me nothing that happened, but, she said she's going to talk about it when she gets here. So then Porsha arrives to her mom's house, and, she's, a lot of people say that Miss Diane upholds Portia's BS. And I mean, as a parent, I think I can see how, you will uphold your child's bullshit within reason. So basically within reason, like, okay, I'm gonna listen to my child, but when I disagree, I'm also gonna tell you when I disagree. And I think that just because we don't necessarily see Miss Diane on TV disagreeing with Porsha, that doesn't make me believe that they don't have real conversations. Or, people also kind of say things like, oh, well, Miss Diane is living through Porsha. I don't really know the case. I'm not gonna go as far as to say any of that. But what I will say is this: I like the relationship that I see between Porsha and Miss Diane, for the simple fact that Porsha does have someone that she can really, who probably really, really knows her, and who she could actually tell the truth to. Because when she was speaking to her mom about the situation, she was like, girl, let me tell you, like, and then, and just kind of to even put it in perspective, the realism of when she said, when that happened, it was a full-blown baby mama, baby daddy brawl. Like, because, I like that because that's what feels real. Because that's what everyday people, go through. Regular people who ain't on TV or whatever, we have the baby daddy, the baby mama drama. Like, that's what's real. And like, just the way she was talking to her mom, that felt real and that felt authentic. Like, girl, let me tell you, like, she wasn't trying to say it. What I felt like in that moment when she was talking to her mom, she wasn't trying to save face. She was telling her mom exactly what the fuck happened. Okay. So, like when she said, like I said, by then it was a full-on baby mama, baby daddy brawl, and this, that, and the third. And, I feel like what she repeated back to her mom, I do feel like it was truthful. Except for the part when, like I said, except for the part where she was like, well, they were talking about a part that was so hurtful to me and my life. I guess because like I said, I believe she was already mad before they went to dinner, because she's mad that Dennis bought the person or whatever. Because I don't care what nobody say. Well, I won't say that because I don't feel that way about an ex of mine. Because I was going to say, you don't want to see your ex with somebody else. I don't give a shit who any of my exes are with. So I don't care. But I think because Porsha maybe still has feelings for Dennis, that she would care. So I think if you do still have feelings for an ex, you don't want to see them with someone else. So I think she was already triggered when she sat down for dinner. And then like just hearing about the Dom is the one that told, just hearing the stories all over again, it probably did piss her off. And then when stuff popped off, she was already speaking from anger. So hurt people. We already know that. So anyways, I did like the conversation that her and her mom had. My stance on how Simon reacted to the whole fighting thing, to me, I think Simon is just a grown adult. So like, why involve yourself? So like, I can see like where a lot of people was like, where was Simon? Simon was just there holding his woman. Like, well, did y'all want Simon to fight Dennis? I feel like in the human world, in the real world, in the reality of world, like that's what some of us are used to. Like, oh, I want my new man and my baby daddy fighting. But Simon ain't finna fight Dennis. Dennis ain't finna fight Simon. So, I mean, I don't understand what more you guys wanted Simon to do in that situation. I don't think Simon should have done anything other than what he was doing, which was holding Porsha, trying to calm her crazy ass down. So yeah, I don't know what the viewers expected to happen when you asked where was Simon. Like, what exactly was Simon going to do in that situation? I thought I saw Lauren swinging, and I thought I was just a little confused. I'm not sure. I would have to go back and rewatch it. I thought I saw Lauren take a swing. I'm not sure who she was swinging at, but this might make you think that Dennis really did hit Storm, only because Lauren was like, Dennis, no, like, she was like almost out of her mind, like, no, you can't do that. What happened? What made you snap like that, Dennis? No, that's not okay. So she was like, I feel like something happened to make her react that way. I don't know what it was, but that would be the only thing that would make me believe that Dennis actually did hit Storm. But even still, I think I would believe it was more so on accident than on anything. So after Porsha speaks with her mom, I don't really remember what happened in the episode after that, because it wasn't really too much that happened after that. But I just wanted to get on here and give my opinion, because I didn't do a review last week. And this week I was just so disgusted at the episode. And I just feel like Porsha, I think I was initially interested in the show because I wanted to see how her and Simon got together, because it was very interesting to me that they were together. So now that we found out how they got together early on, we found out that, she shot her shot in the DMs of her castmate's ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband. So, okay, I got that answered. And then there was really nothing else I want to answer because I don't think I really like Simon. I don't have an opinion of Simon, but I just liked Dennis for Porsha. So now my opinion of Simon is, I don't know, I don't really have like a full-blown opinion of Simon, but I kind of feel like something about him is a little bit controlling. I don't know. It's just something about the way that he like looks at situations, and I don't know. I feel like he's like a dad, I guess. Like, so how a dad would be like, I'm not like my dad. If I think about my dad, like my dad not about to get involved in no female drama. Like my dad, he gossips. Okay, he does gossip, but he ain't about to like get involved in no, if me and one of my, baby daddies are fighting or whatever, he's not about to jump in or whatever, involve himself. He's just going to be like, Jay, calm yourself down. Yeah, get yourself together. My dad is Liberian, so he's going to give me the very African, fatherish talk that I would need in that moment. But yeah, I just view Simon as more like a dad or whatever. So yeah, that was the episode. I think next week is the last episode, which I am very happy for, because I think at this point the show just needs to end. I don't know. I just think Porsha, when Londi says Porsha has ass kisses around her, I really believe that to be true. And I think one thing that we as a viewer have to realize that, this is her family, and these are some of the people who she pay to support her. So they aren't going to say anything bad on camera or whatever. So, they could be having private conversations behind the camera, but of course in front of it's kind of like what Dennis said. Because when Porsha said something like, I think it was Lauren, I was like, oh, I thought you were okay with her being engaged and stuff. And Dennis was like, yeah, on the front end, I am going to be okay with it because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to support her. So I agree with Dennis I agree with Dennis with him saying like, yeah, on the front end, I am going to support you, because I don't want outsiders thinking that, there's some type of divide or we got some issues. So yeah, I'm going to support you on the front end, but really on the back end, I'm also going to tell you what I'm really thinking. Another thing I wanted to bring up too is like when they were on the bus, Porsha was like, oh, look at all these fake smiles and this, that, and the third. That's just what we're used to, brushing it off, pretending like nothing ever happened. And it's like Porsha, and she's like, that's basically, she's saying like, that's what she grew up on. And like, so that's why she kind of feels like those type of things are okay. So when something happens, you just act like it never happened. But the thing is Porsha, you told these people to act like nothing ever happened and not to discuss last night. So what else are we supposed to do on the bus other than smile and kiki and laugh and just go about our destination? So Porsha is very contradictory, and I think she's just a very selfish person. I think she's all for self and she's all for saving face. And whenever she knows that something that she's done that's bad, that's about to hit the internet, she always comes with this like post, like she posted on the internet trying to act like she was protecting Dennis, and, Dennis hit a woman, and, a man hitting a woman is terrible. A woman hitting a man is terrible. But when you speak on Dennis hitting a woman, speak on what led up to those actions. And don't try to deflect by posting a picture of your man getting a tattoo of your name. You did that to try to like, get what we saw last night off of our minds. No, bitch, it's still on our minds. And don't try to make a long Instagram post about what the fuck Dennis did and then at the end say I take full responsibility. No, you don't. Because if you took full responsibility, you wouldn't even bring Dennis up. A full responsibility be like, you know what? I acted a fucking fool. I acted like an animal. And then she called Dennis and his mom an animal. I want them arrested. Arrest these animals. That's the same shit that the white people do to us as black people. And you just, as a black person, you just did it to your child's father. You did it to another black person. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's so annoying. But back to what I was saying. So I don't remember what I was saying because I just had that thought and that just really pissed me off too. But she is just she's just not a good person. I think that I want to believe that she has good intentions sometimes, but I just don't think that she's a good person at all. I think that maybe the fame has gotten to her. Because y'all remember little Porsha who was married to Cordell, who wouldn't even go to the strip club? I'm not saying that that's right, because I totally like her better. Like the season after she got her divorce, I loved her better, but I don't like what I see now on her show. Like, basically, you gotta, if you ain't down with her, well, and I guess that kind of, I'm not gonna say, oh, if you ain't down with her, you can't be around me, but it's like, basically, you have to agree with my fuckery. And the moment, and I also didn't like, also, this is on episode 5, I didn't like that she was like, okay, well, I don't have to be family with with Mama Gina anymore. So the moment you filled out, the moment you felt like it was hard, you no longer wanted to do it. The moment you felt like it no longer served a purpose to you, you didn't want to do it. But you wouldn't want Dennis to do that to your mom. Now, you brought everybody here to be family. And that's the other thing. They kept saying like co-parenting. But in real life, we co-parent with the other parent. I am a mom of 2. I have 2 children. I have 2 child's fathers. One of my child's fathers I am currently with. So if I wanted to co-parent with one of my child's fathers who I'm not with, co-parenting is me and him. It's not me, him, his cousins, his sisters. Like, yeah, me and his sisters, we can be cool. We can have a relationship or whatever. But I don't have to be cool with his cousins. Like, I don't have to dislike his cousins, but we don't all need to be in an environment together. That's not co-parenting. Co-parenting would be me and him co-parenting the child, parenting our child, okay? Cousins, sisters, aunties, grandmas, mama, sister, all of them don't need to be involved. So I think she messed up when she put all those people involved. And I really like on episode 6 when her auntie sat her down and told her, she told her, I think if it would have just been you, Dennis, and Simon, and that's the fucking shit that needed to happen. It just needed to be Porsha, Simon, and Dennis. Those are the only people who needed to form a relationship and bond. Because 9 times out of 10, Dennis is not picking up Pilar from Storm's house. Dennis is not picking up Pilar from with Londi or from with Dom or from with this person. Even if they have her for 5 minutes, they're not about to be with her for a long period of time without Porsha or whomever being there. So all those people were not needed. And I love when her auntie said that. And I also love when her auntie tried to give her the opportunity and the space to correct the behavior by saying, how are you this is gonna look bad towards the activists. How are you gonna, what are you gonna say to make this situation appear to be better? She's like, oh, I don't really think I owe them an explanation. Well, you don't really owe them an explanation, but at the same time, this looks bad. You're screaming, have them arrested in Mexico. And you want your baby daddy and his mama arrested in Mexico, and you're calling them animals out of the country? That's not a good look. And then her auntie was like, yeah, Porsha's not ready to take on the legacy, to lead the legacy or take on the legacy. She's just a part of the legacy. So it's like maybe they want to give it to her, but she just doesn't show that she deserves it. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Of course, I'm going to be back next week with the season finale. And that's it. Y'all have a great day. It's Monday. Have a great week. Bye.